don't know much to say. I'm excited to be here. Excited to be a Knick. Excited to play MSG. Excited to see my guy Spike courtside. I don't know. Just great to be here. Obviously, just the team we have and Tibbs and everybody. I want to thank a lot of people. Thank Leon. Thank my agent Sam and Jordan. Thanks the Nets organization, everybody. They've been great since I've been there. So, just really appreciative and, excited to get to work. I hate that it's the summer because you got to wait, a long time to play. But really excited.
What was your reaction when you heard the news? And tell me a little about your new teammates and what you think.
Yeah, man, I was actually not. Usually I'm home. I don't travel that much, but I was traveling, and just crazy when it happened. It was just wild. Just not thinking that was going to happen, and it was just a crazy moment. It was really crazy. And teammates, I mean, everybody's great. Got relationships with a lot of people. Obviously, outside Villanova guys, OG. I was excited, when they signed him back. I've always been a big fan of OG, and I think I've, said a lot of things about him, when I was in Phoenix and Brooklyn as well. So, I got a lot of players, Julius, everybody. So I'm excited.
Besides the teammates that you obviously know, Thibodeau would seem to be a good match for you. A guy who plays every day, plays defense, all defensive team.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that and talked with him yet about your role and how you fit in with him?
Yeah, I mean, I think I just, looking at the team last year and stuff, just think I fit in really well. Obviously you got, two all-team guys, with JB and Julius. So, how I play basketball, just good brand of basketball. I know how to, make winning plays, play the right way. So, I think I fit in pretty well. All right. Yeah, how you doing?
Saw your post, obviously bittersweet ending Brooklyn starting. You just talk about the emotions of closing that chapter and starting a new one.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I think it's, I feel like it's my third team now, and just wherever I go, I always feel like I build, pretty good relationships, and it's never easy to go, and it was tough. I got a lot of relationships that I built over there. My teammates, the organization, everybody, the staff. Like, a year and a half I was there, and I just, me, I talk to everybody, so I'm gonna be pretty close to everybody. But it's sad, man. I'm gonna miss everybody, but I'm still in the East, so I guess I get to see them 4 times. So.
Mikal Bridges from The Athletic. You've had different roles in your career. Like Phoenix, you're more straight 3-and-D. Brooklyn, you take on more of the burden offensively. This seems to provide kind of an in-between sort of area for you.
Yep.
How schematically on the court, how do you see yourself kind of filling in those gaps and taking parts from both your past and what they contribute?
Yeah, man. I think it's not going. I think it's not going to be that hard. Honestly, I think it's just, knowing just the brand, to play here and just playing the right way. It's just who I am. It's like a natural thing, So it's kind of going to USA, kind of same thing. Where obviously USA playing last year, the role is going to change, and just being ready. I adapt, pretty fast, and listen, I just want to win, and I know the things I got to do, to help win, and so I'm excited.
John Chandler from NBC here in New York. What, from your experience in Brooklyn, what did you learn about yourself as a player that you think you translate here to the team?
Yeah, man, I think just ability, having the ball a lot, and obviously I didn't play to how I wanted to play, and just learning from it. I think, last year was a big learning thing, and obviously, like I said, I didn't play as well as I wanted to, but, seeing a lot of things and going through that kind of helps me. You kind of learn and build from mistakes and all the other things that was going on with coming off and, maybe bringing 2 guys and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. I think I just learned from it. I think I just kind of, this is when stuff doesn't go as well as you want it. You can't just, look at it, be upset, and put your head down. I think you just kind of got to look at it and accept what it was and learn how to grow from it. I think that's the biggest thing when adversity hits. You gotta use it. You gotta use it as fuel. Use it, as a learning experience. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm saying the right things. My mom's nodding her head every time. So.
Yeah, kind of on that note, what do you, I mean, because you wrote in the Instagram post that some of the way you played is going to stick with you for a while. I mean, what went wrong in Brooklyn last season in your estimation?
I don't know, man. I think it was just a tough year for everybody. I think we just, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. That's just on all of us. But like I said, I could have been better. Definitely could have been better. But just something you just gotta learn from.
And I'm sorry, one more. The idea that getting you an OG has been pushed out there as a way to combat what the Celtics have with Tatum and Brown. How do you think you guys stack up against, I guess, the Celtics and the East now at large?
Listen, man, I haven't probably been in this building for about 40 minutes, so I still gotta get to know everybody and stuff like that. But it's a day-to-day process, Obviously, there's a lot of great teams all over, but we kind of just got to figure out what we got to do together, as a team and stuff. So.
Yeah, Ian Begley, SNY. I'm just wondering, from afar, Jalen Brunson and his rise over the past couple of years, what have you thought of that, and also what do you think about now teaming up with him?
Yeah, I mean, JB is just who he is. I think when he first came here and signed here and everybody, saw his contract and everything, and I think a lot of people didn't understand who he was. And I actually kind of tweeted about it, like, must not know who he is. I know how much he works. I know how crazy his father is. Is he still in here? So I know, I just know, what he's capable of. And so that was kind of simple for me. But, yeah, obviously, just JB in general, it just, building over the years, playing in college stuff, it's kind of like second nature, playing basketball with him. He plays the right way, kind of know how to play off of him. So, I'm excited to play with everybody, with him and everybody else on his team.
Mikal, can you take us a little, you mentioned like you were traveling, and I'm sure you're happy. Can you take us just a little bit more of just that moment for you? How did you find out? Where were you? What was the actual immediate reaction?
Yeah, so I was just visiting, Dallas for a little bit, working out with, Finney Smith at the time. Actually saw one of my close friends, Desmond Bain, and I was actually with him. We was chilling by his little lake house and just chilling with his family and stuff. And then the news broke. It was I think it was dark outside or something, but it was crazy. It was wild. He's just over there just screaming from far like, yo, did you see? I'm like, this is crazy. So it was cool.
And can you tell us, you don't have to say every word of it, but Josh did tweet out the FaceTime screenshot before you guys on FaceTime. Just what is that moment? Like, this has never really happened with four guys from a college championship team all getting back together. What is that moment like on that FaceTime for you?
Yeah.
What are those vibes?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, just, my phone was blowing up, and I saw the call from them. I all got their number, so it was just cool, man. Everybody just geeked up. Josh, of course, is going to do that and take a picture and screenshot it. So, of course, I don't expect nothing less, from Josh. So I knew, but it was cool. I was just obviously that's cool, but excited to be a Knick, man, at that moment, and looking at the roster and everybody else we had, I was just excited to be on this team.
But there, you guys obviously had a lot of success at Villanova. What can you take from that experience to have that success translated?
I mean, just trying to win. I think we all embody, how to win games and all the sacrificing to win. So pretty much that.
All right, Otis Livingston, CBS 2. Piggybacking off that, we've seen the success that those guys have had together here with the Knicks. What is it about that program at Villanova, or is it just the players in general that make it a success and that you can add to that this year?
Yeah, the program for sure. I think just what Coach Wright does, it's not just us, a lot of guys in the league as well. With Colin, Jermaine, Sadiq, old head Kyle, like, am I missing somebody? I probably am, but just Cam, all the guys. Like, there's a lot of guys, and just Villanova basketball, just what you embody, just mental toughness and stuff like that. So, but, yeah, I'm excited to be here.
What's your thoughts about playing at the Garden, and you have a message for the fans?
Very excited to play at the Garden. Kind of thought I was gonna, be here in 2018, but you know, at number 9, but that didn't happen. But you know, I always loved the Garden. Like I said, college, you know, playing there against St. John's and you know the Big East tournament, which I think is the best college tournament there is besides the main tournament. But really excited, and for the fans, yeah, I mean, you know, I hope they're excited because I am too, and I just can't wait to go out there and compete and just play hard for everybody.
And back here, it's Tina from Fox 5. Just to continue on the college teammates thing. You know, last year, every time you guys would Knicks or Nets would play each other, you know, social media would go crazy. You did the podcast, and Josh was always the one kind of forcing the hand. What was that dynamic like, though, when you guys, when you would just talk to them as Knicks players? Did you ever imagine that you could continue to be reunited, especially as they added Donte last year? Like, was that ever a part of your conversation over the last season?
Yeah, I mean, as you know about Josh just plays all day, you know, with Twitter and posting memes and stuff. But, I mean, not crazy. It's just always just catching up. And I watch all my friends, all my old teammates, you know, wherever team they go to, you know, watch a lot of basketball. So, League Pass, watch whatever. Just a little bit easier that, you know, 3 of them are on the same one team. So I could just, besides worrying about Donte was in Golden State or, you know, Jalen Dallas, you know, Josh, you know, wherever that's was at New Orleans or whatever. But yeah, it was just cool. It was just a cool moment.
When they're teasing you and trolling you last year, you doing the math in your head that it's been 40 years the Nets don't trade with the Knicks, and this is all just jokes. What did you ever think?
No, I didn't. No, I did not think. It's yeah, it's surreal, but you know, it's just dope to be a Knick. You know, like I said, thought I was gonna be here in 2018, and you know, I love everything about the team. You know, Tibbs and the crowd, MSG, all that. So, you know, it's the history. I know. I think it kind of brings me back to being in the league for a while, and you kind of growing up, being older. You kind of, you know, you be around a lot. I feel like now with coming here, just I don't know, makes me feel like a young kid again, just with all the memories. And you know, when you think basketball when I was young and think about like the old school, like there's always the Knicks, like that's what you always think about, and think about the MSG and you know when the guy made like the New York song, like the Knicks song, so just all that stuff.
Mikal, here for me, Pix 11. There were a lot of rumors, reports, whatever you want to call them, about you possibly was requesting a trade from Brooklyn. Sean Marks kind of put that to bed yesterday. Just wondering if that was something that was floating around your mind. Is there any truth to that? And how were you feeling just in the days about possibly moving on from Brooklyn to the trade?
Yeah. I mean, Sean said everything. Like, you know, I kind of even try to say as much as I can when I was tweeting about things in my Instagram posts. But no, I mean, it's just not who I am. It's just not. It's just that's what it is. So I'm happy Sean had a chance to kind of tell everybody. But you know, no matter what you say, they ain't gonna believe it anyway. So I don't know. Like I keep telling the truth, but.
So just to clarify, just so you tell the truth, so you didn't push to go to the Knicks or anything like that. Not anything like that. All right. Going back to 2018, I know they picked Kevin Knox right before you. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
How were you? I mean, that whole process. Did you think you were gonna get chosen by the Knicks that night, or was it before when you thought you were gonna get taken by the Knicks?
Yeah, nah, I think just, you know, I thought that was 2 teams was Knicks and Philly, pretty much, but Knicks was 9, so kind of at the draft, and I was like, okay, like, about to go play MSG, like, it's that time, you know, I love it there, like, you know, me and my agents, you know, my mom, everybody knows, like, this is obviously Philly was meant to be as well, but, you know, as much as I love the Garden, I was like, you know, you just, it's just different. It's just, I don't know how, it's just different playing at the Garden and playing for the Knicks. It was different, and so I thought there was a chance. Honestly, I really thought I was going, and you know, you kind of know when you're at the green room at the draft. You kind of know when the cameras are following you, or your agents might get the call a little bit before, and they were up, and I just looked at them, and they were just like, kind of just like shook their head. I'm like, okay.
3 more. Mikal, tell me if you disagree, but I don't know if you ever quite played with a wing defender. terms of that, how does that going to affect you defensively? Are there things that you feel like you'll be able to do, places you'll be able to rely on, that kind of stuff that you and OG will be able to do together that might just not be possible?
I just think, I think it's just, obviously it's great for the team, and, I think just defensively the schemes kind of makes it easier to read a lot of things. But, yeah, like I said, I'm excited. Like I told you, I was excited when OG signed that. A lot of money. I tease him when I see him. I always tease him when I see him about that. I'm like, hey, let me hold $1. But, yeah, I just know what OG brings, and obviously everybody else, but just talking about OG right now. But, yeah, that's my guy. And I think we kind of built a relationship over the years. I think just acknowledging each other and knowing, what we do for, our respective teams. But, yeah, it's great to have him out there.
Mikal, you obviously never missed a game. I think last year you played 83 games. What do you make of the idea of playing for Tom? What have people told you about playing for Tom?
I know, I see all the jokes. I see it all. But, it's great. I know Tibbs is a great coach, and I think, one thing, like, who doesn't want to play? Who doesn't want to play all the time? And just who he is, just how he embodies and how structured he is. And, that's where I came from. That's high school, college, with Coach Monty as well. Just those guys, that's just, I fit for that. And, yeah, I know everybody say all them jokes about Tibbs and stuff. But I'm like, y'all must not have been watching me in Phoenix, because Coach Monty will play me 48 minutes, and the man played me 50-some minutes against De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento. And y'all know how fast they play, and I was sick. So I was sick as a bat, literally out there, couldn't breathe, and I'm playing 50-some minutes. I was on the freaking chair after we won, like laid out. And I don't think Monty knew I was sick either, but he was just like, oh, look at him. That's what we do. And I'm like, let's just get on this damn plane, please.
Last one, guys.
Hey, my name's Chris Herring from ESPN. I wanted to ask you two things. One, I know Steve asked a little bit about the trolling, but I wanted to ask one, how did you feel watching your college teammates kind of have so much success last year and kind of have the city so alive last year when you guys were struggling in Brooklyn, and now what it's like to come over? And two, you were referencing, obviously, OG, that's a lot of money when you hold $1. The team obviously gave up quite a bit to get you, and, you might not know right now where you stack up with Boston, but I think a lot of people will view you as kind of the finishing piece. So kind of what are your thoughts about that and just how much the team wanted to get you?
All right, the first part. Who you want a couple questions?
Sorry. I could restate.
Yeah, now you good. Say the first part again.
About just, obviously, the amount of success.
Oh, yeah. Happy for those guys, but I wasn't room for them. Like, happy for them, they stay injury free, they play well, but I wasn't really rooting for them that much, man. I don't need them to, as you can see on the podcast, like, I don't need them to always have an edge on me. Like, I just don't need that. And, they play all day, they play much. But, what else? You said about the Boston thing. Yeah, honestly, just worried about us right now. That's the biggest thing. You can't really, worry about other teams. You kind of got to, starts in here and starts with everybody in the locker room, coaching staff, medical staff, everybody. So kind of got to, like I said, I only been here for about 40 minutes. Just got to, build here and, go from there.